Now, 27 Storm Track weather with meteorologist Blaze Keller.
Taking a look at some of the past moments in March that we've received at least 6 inches of snow in one day. Our last one was back in 2013 with 6.5 inches of snow falling. Before that, 2008 with nearly 8 inches of snow falling. And you can see we actually got 8 inches of snow in a single day in 1998 and 2002. And so if you kind of average out all the times that we've seen 6 inches of snow or more throughout the 130-some years of data, it happens about every 5 to 6 years, and it could be happening this year. So it would be about a decade, and we'll just have to see what the final snow totals look like once the system moves on through. But it's already prompted winter storm warnings in the pink there along Lake Michigan, and then across western portions of Wisconsin to go into effect starting at 2 o'clock this afternoon. And then in the middle here, anybody in the purple underneath that winter weather advisory. Just because you're in the winter weather advisory doesn't necessarily mean you won't see significant snow. Just conditions may not be as bad for as long, say compared to those out along the Mississippi or towards Lake Michigan. Beginning to see some snow on the satellite and radar, but we'll take a look at visibilities because that'll determine if it's reaching the ground. We have to overcome a little bit of dry air, but there's still a lot of life left with this system. It hasn't really quite made its way out of the plains yet, so it's going to be pulling all of its energy eastward. So still a lot of time for us to accumulate some of that snow. And again, we're expecting that to wrap up between, I would say, the mid to late morning hours on Friday. So looking at the visibility, not necessarily seeing that snow reach the ground quite yet where we're seeing it on the satellite and radar, but that is not indicative of how the rest of the day is going to be. We're going to see that snow pick up in not only coverage area, but intensity as we go throughout the rest of your Thursday. Winds are off of Lake Michigan, so that is also helping kind of pump a little bit of moisture into the atmosphere because there's not a lot of ice on Lake Michigan. We're sitting in the upper 30s to low 40s with those winds out of the east at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. There is a look at what we're going to see in terms of precipitation as we go throughout the rest of the day. Future Track is going to show that here, picking up in intensity. I would say starting around 4 o'clock and continuing. The worst of it is going to be as we go overnight into Friday. And then again, we're expecting that to wrap up throughout the day on Friday. Made a little bit of a change there across the south and east, but we've just extended maybe who could see some of that more 4 to 8 in the yellow there. If we don't see the snow kind of pick up here by the mid-afternoon, we'll be on the lower end of those snow ranges. But strong winds are going to lead to possibly some heavy snow and some travel impacts for your evening and for your Friday. Upper 30s to low 40s for your Thursday. There's a look at your 7-day forecast. We'll see another chance for snow over the weekend when we hang out in those low to mid 30s, and we'll stay there through about Tuesday of next week.